Welcome to the Red Carpet Report, your backstage pass to celebrity book clubs, book adaptations, and new book releases. I'm Jackie.
And I'm Kirsten.
And we're your hosts.
This week's episode is a pick party where we're going to talk all about March celebrity book clubs. But before we do the red carpet rundown or get into those picks, we just wanted to let you know about a quick change.
You may have noticed that last week we didn't do an episode. And the reason for this is we are having a really hard time not telling you guys the spoilers because a lot of the time we already know what the pick is. So we decided that we are going to put it on the website like we always do. So if you want to know what it is, you can head over there. But other than that, we are going to leave the fourth episode for some fun special things. And maybe sometimes we're not going to have a fourth episode.
One of the things that we did want to make sure that we carried over from the final episode of the month to the first episode of the month is upcoming former Celebrity Book Club authors that have new releases in the month ahead. So we are going to be adding that into this week's pick party. I think that's everything for the news. So let's get into the red carpet rundown.
Yes, we are having the very last season of Outlander.
I know. Can you believe we made it?
No.
So this is apparently a mashup of book 8, which is out, book 9, which is out, and then the new one that isn't out yet.
No way.
So I think if you watch the show, you're going to know how the series ends.
No way.
Yeah, and the big question from the beginning was, you remember in the very first episode, you see Jamie seeing Claire, and we're all like, how is he in the future?
Oh.
That is going to be answered this season.
Oh my God.
I know.
So
we're going to
get
answers to this.
I'm so excited. I will admit that I stopped reading some of the books, but I love the show. This is one that they did an amazing job with the adaptation.
They really did. They were so true to the books and they were so true to what the fans wanted. I also stopped reading the books at around book 6. It just got to be too much medical knowledge for me. They're so hefty. But yeah, I have enjoyed the show. So I'm sad to see it go.
I know.
He's like my I love him. He's number 1 on my celebrity free pass list.
We know.
I love him. So I'm sad that's happening.
You love yourself a redhead.
I do. Prince Harry, Ed Sheeran, I love them all. In other big news, the same day on Netflix, Vladimir is coming out. So Vladimir is a literary fiction story about a professor who sort of becomes obsessed with one of her students.
Yes.
And the book was so interesting. It was very literary, so I don't think it was a huge bestseller. But I have a feeling that the show adaptation, because it's a steamy book, I think people are really going to get into it and it's going to have more success as a book adaptation than as a story. And I personally can't wait to see it because I know it's coming and it is like a creepy, twisty story.
I've been seeing it everywhere. It actually popped up for me when I was watching the last season of Bridgerton, the last 4 episodes. Vladimir kept showing up all the time.
Right, because it's on Netflix, so same story. But I think it's going to be really interesting because it's a female professor doing something badly, which you don't normally see that. So the creep factor is there, but not in the same icky
predatory way.
Yes. So it's great.
Speaking of.
Yeah, Bridgerton.
Did
you see it?
I did. I love Bridgerton and I loved the ending. I was so happy with the way that they did it.
I thought it was really fun. I just really don't like Benedict, I think is my ultimate. I loved Sophie. I loved Violet coming in, swooping in, saving the day. I love her. I hope she's not going anywhere. I'm sad that clearly Lady Danbury is gone.
That was so sad. But can we talk about something else?
Yes.
Lady Penwood.
Yes, the most evil, vile character on TV.
Yeah. Do you know who she is?
The most evil, vile character on TV?
No, the actress played Cho Chang on Harry Potter.
Oh, well, then that makes sense because Cho Chang, not my favorite Harry Potter character either.
But can I tell you that the entire time I watched her, knowing it was Cho Chang, I couldn't put the two of them together.
Facially?
No, and I know why.
Why?
because she had a completely different accent in Harry Potter.
Oh, right.
And I just couldn't put like the voice, and
and she was young
and now she has so much makeup and
and
all
that crazy hair.
No, and I couldn't put the two of them together. I never would have figured it out.
Once a villain, always a villain. That's
I
how I feel
know.
about her.
Well, I think she got what was coming to her anyway.
Oh, she did. Should we talk about the other Bridgerton adjacent news that we found out last week? Daphne, aka Phoebe in real life,
is going to be on Beach Read by Emily Henry.
Well, I think it's going to be
your favorite, Emily Henry?
I mean, so far I've liked her adaptation. Like, it makes me want to go back and read some of these books. So I think I'm going to.
Beach Read was really good. It was really adorable. There's nothing not to love. It's a perfect romance.
We have a really long main segment coming up. So let's jump right into it with the pick party. Let's talk about these celebrity book club picks.
Let's.
Who do you want to do first?
Let's do Reese.
So we don't know Reese's Sunny book club pick yet. It's Monday when we're recording, and she's going to announce it tomorrow, and it's the only one we don't have a spoiler for.
Yes.
But we do know her main pick, which is Lady Tremaine by Rachel Hawkhauser.
Yeah, and you've read this.
I did, and I loved it.
You loved it. And not only that, when you read it, you announced to all of our book club that you thought that this was going to be a celebrity pick.
I did. In our Looking Beyond, I did say I could totally see this being a pick.
And that was weeks ago.
I mean, that was back in February, so I think I crushed it. This is a Cinderella retelling as told by, who is normally our main villain, Lady Tremaine, except that it's not magical. It's almost like, what's the Drew Barrymore one?
I knew you were going to say that. Ever After.
Ever After. It's like that, where it's set in a specific time frame in France, and you're just seeing their day-to-day life. And you see the sacrifices that Lady Tremaine has to make once her husband dies and sort of saddles her with a house and no fortune. So the villain is maybe not the villain that you thought it was going to be. And more importantly, there are some really deep, dark things that make it worthy of a book club discussion.
Nice. So this is completely different than the Bridgerton idea of the vicious, evil stepmother.
Oh, yeah. Totally different, but clearly Cinderella retellings are having a moment. Go in knowing that you may not like Cinderella after while reading it. Or you may have like a new respect for Lady Tremaine.
Love that.
Should we talk about the fact that you readers were right?
Oh.
And Oprah put her pick in.
And it's Kin. This was announced on February 24th. So we weren't sure because it's a really weird date and we didn't know if it was going to be the February pick or the March pick. But she announced it in book order. So this was her next pick. It is the story of two motherless daughters that take a very different path. So one of them goes on to go to Spelman, and the other one goes down a deeper path of trying to find her mother. So it is very much a story of mothers, daughters, sisters, friends. It looks like it's going to be a great book.
And this is Oprah choosing a familiar author again because her last book, American Marriage, she also chose. So clearly, Oprah plays favorites, and Tiare Jones is one of them.
I know. The next one we have is Katie Couric. And what's the book? And I think you read it.
Anna Quinlan's More Than Enough. I did read it.
Okay. And maybe it wasn't your favorite pick.
It wasn't.
Okay.
I think I'm not such a huge fan of this author's writing in general, but it's about a book club who gifts one of its members like an Ancestry.com DNA test, and then she finds a long-lost potential relative, and she's not sure if it was a mistake or if it was a relative, and that kind of went down that watering hole. I think it was just a topic I wasn't super interested in, so it didn't really resonate with me, and I ended up DNFing it.
Okay, but I can see why a book about a book club would be perfect for a book club.
And there are certainly some elements to this. There's some fertility-related stuff and all kinds of different other topics that the book touches on. It wasn't for me, but that doesn't mean it's not for you. We know both of the GMA picks, which is quite exciting.
Yeah.
Let's start with the regular pick.
Oh, the adult pick.
The adult pick.
It is The Secret Lives of Murderers' Wives
by Elizabeth Arnott.
Thank you. I cannot wait to read this. I actually am waiting to see if I'm going to get a copy. I'm so excited. It is about women who've become, it sounds wacky, okay? So this is about a group of women who each married a serial killer, and they have become friends because all of their, I guess now ex-husbands are in jail for being murderers. And now there is a serial killer living among them. So they decide that they're going to catch the serial killer, because who's better to catch a serial killer than women who lived with a serial killer for their entire marriage without realizing that their husbands were serial killers.
This sounds fun. This sounds like a beach read full of fun.
So much fun. I think this is one of the ones that I'm really most excited about because it sounds completely wacky.
I love a quirky book. This quirky book character.
I feel like my new book mode is finding the weirdest, quirkiest, most fun and unique books to read.
Then you're going to love my bookmark pick.
Oh, I'm so excited to hear about it. This is fun.
You also read the GMA YA pick, which is Her Hidden Fire by Cleena O'Sullivan.
Yes.
Crushed it.
Crushed it. This is a really interesting YA fantasy. I guess I always choose YA fantasy. It is about a girl who discovers that she has powers, and she kind of needs to keep it a secret because what she ends up doing is channeling her powers into her best friend, who is a boy. He's like the last chance for this family to continue on a magical legacy. He has no powers. She channels her powers into him and then ends up following him to the magical school where he's supposed to learn how to channel. And there are dragons. It's great, but it also deals with some class issues. It deals with like some sexism issues, clearly. So there is a little more to this one than just the magic and the little bit of romantasy that's there. And this is the first in a series.
So dragon books, I immediately think Fourth Wing. Is this like smutty Fourth Wing, or is this like actually appropriate for teenagers?
I think that this one's appropriate for teenagers. I'm about 50% of the way through, and there's been kissing. But again, like the last one, it wasn't until the very last chapter where all of a sudden I was like, oh, this is not appropriate for teenagers. So I'm thinking that because they're a little bit younger, that it will be. Okay. But if there's a change, stay tuned.
Okay, good to know. The final one is, I've been holding this one.
Oh, what is it?
The Reba Jenna pick.
Oh,
I'm so excited about.
You totally called this. You love this author so much.
I love Amy Jo Burns.
Yes, and you were okay. So talk about it.
It's Wait for Me by Amy Jo Burns. I fell in love with her when I read Mercury, which I think came out in 2024, and it was one of my favorite books of the year. And I could not shut up about it, and I don't feel like it got enough credit for or recognition at the time. So go back and read that one, especially if you like this one. Wait for Me is one of these I highly recommend on audio. You're going to love this.
Oh, you were telling me.
It is about musicians from Nashville, and there are songs like written in, and they actually sing the songs on the audio version.
I love that they're doing this now. This is amazing.
It's incredible. Okay, so let me give you the background of the story, and it will be a really great book club pick. So I will tell you that by the time this episode is up, I will have a summary and book club questions on the website. So if you want to choose this for your book club, which I think you should, I have all the resources for you.
That's amazing.
But it's this incredible story that opens up with a newspaper article about Elle Harlow, a folk singer who disappears. She's driving from Nashville to a show up in Pennsylvania, and she never appears at the show in 1973. She goes missing. Trail is cold. No one knows what happened to her.
Love that.
But in the opening, really the first chapter, it's in 1991, a meteor strikes this town in Pennsylvania, uncovers some things, and there is a girl there who works at the gas station with her father, and her father is convinced that she is the long-lost daughter of Elle Harlow.
No
Or
way.
he's convinced that she is the daughter. Like, no one would know that she's the daughter, that no one thinks she was pregnant, like nothing like that. And we go back in time to what happened to Elle back when she was a recording artist. So it's like going forward and backwards.
Sounds amazing.
There's music all throughout it.
Is it going to be adapted?
I would love to see this one adapted. I would love to see this one adapted.
I mean, it sounds like it's already ready.
I am obsessed.
Oh
This
my
book,
God.
I cannot. It is so good. I'm so glad it was chosen.
Oh, that's so good.
I think people are really going to love this in the way that they love Daisy Jones. It's different than Daisy Jones, but it's very similar vibe-wise of music from that era. Just really fun.
This seems to be a very common theme this year. This is like the third or fourth book that we've talked about that's about musicians. We already talked about like the Griffin Sisters was going to be adapted. Yeah. Delphine's Song is in works to becoming an adaptation. We have this one. So,
and for them to put the actual music on.
Yeah.
I mean, I just think this is great. Future Saints is another one that I read earlier this year that also was about musicians.
I feel like audiobooks are really going to the next level.
March is shaping up to be like a very good month. Very good month for the book clubs.
Yeah. Good job, everybody. You have our stamp of approval.
You do. Now I think we should get into former celebrity picks who have books coming out, because there are a ton. So first up, we have Heiress of Nowhere by Stacey Lee. Stacey was a Reese Witherspoon book club pick for Downstairs Girl. So it was a YA pick. Yeah. And she has another historical fiction YA. This one set in 1918. And it has something to do with orcas.
Yeah, I couldn't quite figure out exactly. And it said something about a curse. So it says it's historical fiction, but if there's a curse, does that mean there's like a magical realism component? I'm not sure.
The next former Reese author is Alice Hoffman.
Oh,
I know you love her.
Say no more. You had me at hello.
She has a book. It's actually a collection of short stories called The Best Dog in the World, edited by her. And it's actually a bunch of other famous best-selling authors with short stories about their dogs.
Oh, I love that. That's so cute.
Yeah. And do you want to tell about the Alice Hoffman news?
This is the thing that I've been really most excited about, is that Alice Hoffman has another book coming out in the Practical Magic series.
And they've announced that Practical Magic 2 is filming and coming out later this year.
Yes, and it's with Sandra Bullock.
Nicole Kidman.
It's the original cast.
They're back.
They're back, and that is not what this book is. They're just making a Practical Magic 2, so this one is not based on a book.
Like Alice Hoffman is having herself a very good year.
As she should.
As she should.
The books are fantastic. They're actually really well researched. I love every one of the characters, so like I'm all for it.
The new book is called The Witches of Cambridge, and it's about the 1950s. So it's actually chronologically the second one in the series.
We actually have on the website a list of all the books in the orders that they were written and also in the order that they come chronologically.
Yep.
So if you're confused, you can check that out.
Yep, because it is updated with the new one, Witches of Cambridge. Next on the Reese train is If We Never End by Laura Taylor Namey.
Oh, she's the one that wrote Cuban Girl's Guide to Tea and Tomorrow.
Yes.
And that was a YA pick.
Mm-hmm.
That was such a cute book. So what's the new one?
The new one kind of is giving Casper vibes. It's a
I love that.
YA paranormal romance about a girl who summons a boy ghost with a watch.
with a watch?
Yeah. Like some ancient watch, and he
Oh,
magically shows up.
she uses the watch to summon the boy. I thought you were saying
Oh, he had a watch.
she summons a ghost boy who had a watch.
With the watch. I think it sounds very like Casper the Friendly Ghost. I feel like the youth of today doesn't know about Casper the Friendly Ghost. But
No, they have to.
Devin Sawa. I mean,
They have to know Casper the Friendly Ghost.
I don't know. Does your daughter know about Casper the Friendly Ghost? She's seen it?
I don't know. I'm going to ask her.
I bet she hasn't. Another Reese pick. It is Killing Me Softly by Sandy Jones.
Wait, so what else did Sandy Jones write?
She wrote The Other Woman.
Oh, right.
She's a psychological thriller gal.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Thrillers are having a moment too.
They are. And this is about a seemingly perfect couple whose lives unravel after a hit-and-run accident, leading to a toxic game of blame, obsession, and deception from their both perspectives.
Amazing.
Yeah.
You read that with so much feeling. I am getting the vibes.
I think she just does an enjoyable thriller. Sometimes they're predictable, sometimes they're not. But they're always a fun ride.
Right.
All right, moving on. Would you like to do the GMA or the Jenna picks?
I thought we already did GMA.
No, we only talked about the Reese ones.
Oh. Let's do Jenna.
Okay, well, there's only one of those.
Well, great. Can we talk about the Jenna pick?
Yes. The Jenna pick is Lake Effect by Cynthia Dupree Sweeney.
Ooh, you read this.
I did read it. And she was a Jenna pick for Good Company, which I think you read.
No, I don't think I read it.
Oh, you didn't? I don't know why I thought you did.
I don't think I read it.
All right. Well, I read Lake Effect, and it takes place in the 1970s, and it is about divorce, which I guess...
Period. End of story. It's just about divorce.
I didn't realize that back in the 70s, back in the day, divorce was now it's and they're divorced, or my ex-husband, or this, that, and the other. No, this was divorce.
But where? Where was this? Was it in the South?
Minnesota, North Carolina. I don't know.
Oh.
Just
because I wonder if divorce rates were different depending on where you live. If London versus United States in the South versus New York City.
It was definitely US, and clearly divorce was so taboo that people just either didn't get divorced. They would have separate bedrooms, or you see the impact, the ripple effect of imagine your bosses get mad at you and you're shunned from your community because you got divorced. That's what divorce was back then. It was so unheard of. Wow. And so it sort of addresses that, which was fascinating. Huh. It's told by lots of narrators, and it's told they're actually in the same cul-de-sac. The wife and husband who both get divorced and end up having an affair with each other and running away together.
I mean, true fact, I know a real story like that.
Well, I mean, I think it happens. And so it's the ripple effects on their individual families, on them as a joint family, on their relationships, on their friendships, on their relationships with their children, in their job. It's just this was what it was like to get divorced back then.
Interesting.
And it was really fascinating.
Nice. I guess the last ones are GMA.
Yep. We've got 4 GMAs.
4?
Yeah. So tied with Reese.
Nice. Good job, GMA. All right.
The first one is Daughters of Egypt by Marie Benedict.
Oh, yes.
She was a GMA pick for The Personal Librarian, which was fantastic.
Right.
She's historical fiction.
Yeah. So this is historical fiction. It's really interesting. It's actually told in 2 timelines. One is the way back when. It's actually from the point of view of the pharaoh who was a woman. It's also historical fiction, a woman who really doesn't want to get married. She doesn't want to be in the market of marriage, she wants to go to Egypt to try and find the tomb. So interesting story. Marie Benedict always does a really good job. 2 timelines, historical fiction. Really enjoyed it.
Do you know that there are so many books set in Egypt that are historical fictions, like Fiona Davis and then Gil Paul, that we have a whole list of books set in Egypt?
Yeah, and the interesting thing is I think you've read all of them except for this one.
I think so. It's so funny how many books are set in Egypt. Like, we're all as a culture obsessed with, like, think about it, like
Ancient
King
Egypt.
Tut. Like, that's one of the most well-known historical figures of all time.
Yeah, and it's very interesting because they actually mention this is like they want to find King Tut's tomb, but really she does not want to. She's trying to find this other woman's like resting place.
Okay, then we have Ruins by Lily Brooks Dalton. She wrote Light Pirate, which was like a dystopian one set in Florida that like terrified me because it was about climate change.
Mm-hmm.
She's back with another one that's about like post-apocalyptic from a big climate change event. So I will not be reading this one because I still think about Light Pirate in like a very scary way. And I'm currently watching Paradise on Hulu. And if you like Paradise, you would probably like her books. But climate stuff like totally freaks me out. So
yes,
that's what this one is about. You read the next one.
I did.
Once and Again by Rebecca Searle.
Oh, I did.
And she was the GMA pick for In 5 Years.
Yes.
But tell us about this one.
Okay, so I've read all of her books. I loved In 5 Years so much. It was fantastic. She's written a few other ones since, and I actually really, really loved Once and Again. And I think that there is a lot to talk about with this book. It is the story of a family, and there is an ability passed down from mother to daughter with the ability to turn back time once. And so the main character always has known that her mother turned back time to save her father, who had died in a car accident. And now the mother doesn't have her ticket anymore. And so she is experiencing some infertility. There are some marital difficulties because of that. And it's all about her choice of if she has her ticket, if she's going to use it and when she's going to use it and what the ticket should be used for. So it's really well written. It's really a story of mothers and daughters and choices and marriage. And there's a lot to talk about. But it's not like a huge, thick book. So I felt like it moved really quickly. It was really easy to read, and I loved it.
She's a good one for like a spring break read, a beach read.
Yeah.
So that would be a good one probably for the beach.
Perfect. It's perfect. It's a magical realism, but it does have like some more difficult topics. So people should just be aware.
Okay. The last one we have is the adult romantasy debut from Alex Astor. Now, you may recall that GMA chose her YA pick Sky Shade for their thing. And it was the third book in a series.
Yeah, the Light Lark series.
Yep.
Book 3.
Yep. And they didn't choose the other two first. They just announced that was their pick.
Which is a little weird because it's not like each story is individual but related. This is legitimately the third one. You cannot understand it without reading the first two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was like a very weird pick when they did that back in the day. But she has her adult romantasy debut. She's like a massive bestseller. It's called Starside.
Oh.
And I'm going to give you a dramatic telling. Here we go.
Oh, I love this. Okay, I'm closing my eyes. I'm getting the full effect.
In this town, power is claimed, not inherited. Following an orphan blacksmith's apprentice named Ari, who enters a deadly competition called the Culling for Revenge.
Okay, I'm noticing another trend in romances.
Hit me.
These magical competitions.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like we need a book list. Sounds like a future reading challenge prompt.
Magical competitions. I think that's a great one. What do you guys think?
I think that would be an awesome reading challenge prompt. Fall 2026.
Great.
Doesn't that
Done.
sound fun?
Done.
Yes.
And this is how the magic is made.
This is your behind the scenes in it. Yeah, I mean, haven't we had things called The Culling before? This doesn't sound particularly original, but I've never read one of her books, so who am I to judge? I do have Light Lark right there.
Pretty version.
It's a
Don't you have
pretty version,
version?
and I really would like to read it. It's on my wish list for the summer. But
There's 100 books on my wish list for the summer. But someone once said when you run out of books in your TBR is when you're no longer able to
live. It's true. So those are all of the books coming out. We will put them in a little widget in the show notes.
Yeah.
But those are all the ones coming out in March.
That's some great lists.
I know. It's really
Like,
across the
great books.
board.
Yeah.
Really across the board. Not a ton of romance, not a ton of regular old fiction.
Which
A
is
lot of historical, a lot of fantasy.
Yeah. I'm waiting to see when we're going to start seeing some of the romances. There's not a ton.
I have one.
Oh, what do you have?
I have my bookmark, and it's a romance.
Great. So tell us about your bookmark.
Let me tell you about Magic and Mischief at the Wayside Hotel.
Oh, you did. You told me. Oh, I did download it. I'm so excited to read this book.
It's by Elizabeth Everett. It's out on March 10th. And it is a hotel novel, which is weirdly like I have a little kink for like a hotel novel. I just love it. I love a hotel novel.
And we've had a bunch of fantasy hotel novels too.
And that's what this one is.
Okay.
So a Wayside Hotel is a hotel that can be transported between worlds. Okay. It's basically the night bus. So if you're like a vampire and you need to get to another world, or you're a siren, or you're a boogeyman, you can like check into a Wayside, and it will like, as it's like hopping along to all the different worlds, eventually it'll land in your world and you can leave. It lands on Earth. It needs to be reset. There's something wrong with the hotel. It's on a non-magical planet, and now all of these like creatures are trying to figure out how to reboot the hotel. And they think that what they need is a human, that there's like a reason it's on Earth, and you need a human.
Got it.
And so a single mother and her son, who's 4, basically check into the hotel thinking it's like an apartment. And the hotel, because it's magical, like it just starts like repainting its own walls, or like it decorates the kid's room before he gets there. He loves Spider-Man, and they like walk in and they're like, why is this room like decorated Spider-Man? Oh, the Tenants Association has decided to change it, right? But it's really the hotel itself is like changing the hotel room to accommodate its residents.
I love that.
And obviously, our lovely human lady is falling in love with the manager of the hotel.
Is he magical?
He's like a warrior from another planet, but
Okay.
he's not magical.
Okay, so he's not like
He's
a
like a human.
vampire or something.
No, he's
Got it.
he's a human.
Is this spicy?
It does get spicy.
Okay.
It's a cozy fantasy romance,
But it's a spicy.
but it's a spicy one.
Okay.
You know, I'm not a fantasy girly, so if I'm telling you, I'm a cozy fantasy girly. I think that's what I've decided.
Yes. Who doesn't love cozy fantasy?
Right?
It just makes you feel good. So next week, I'm so excited to announce we have our very first guest. Yay! It is our friend Jules Buono from Friday Night Readers. We're so excited. So if you guys don't know, Jules is amazing with her Gilmore Girls book club. She is going to be coming on to talk to us about what she thinks each of the characters from the Gilmore Girls would choose from the celebrity book clubs. So our question to you is, what do you think Rory and Lorelai and Luke would pick to read from the celebrity book clubs?
You can let us know any character and what book you think they would want to read, and we'll see if Jules and you agree. For now, especially if you want to tune in next week, make sure you like, follow, subscribe so that we can keep showing up in your inbox.
Happy reading.
We'll see you next week.